Welcome to the IP2 Podcast. I'm Shay Ashby, and as always, I'm joined by Felix Chung. Things have been a bit quiet around the IP2 studio, but the time has come for us to reveal what 2024 looks like for us and the podcast.
We'll start off with the biggest news. Shay and I are joining the content team for the Flesh and Blood Judge program, and our mission is to create an official podcast for this judge program. We are honored by being selected and will be working really hard this year to put in place a great foundation, which will hopefully endure for as long as the judge program does.
So, Felix, what does being part of the content team mean, and what kind of things can our listeners look forward to?
What it means is that our judge-focused content will mostly shift over to this upcoming JudgeHub podcast. If you're interested in judge-related content in general, or things like rules deep dives, card interactions, and even event previews and debriefs from other judges, or if you just can't get enough of us, please keep your eyes peeled for that.
So, pivoting back to the IP2 podcast, we started last year with a few different focus areas, from judging to casual competitive gameplay to community building. Our best episodes have always been our interviews focused on the worldwide community and shining the spotlight on community members all around the world, all who play different roles from LGS owners to tournament organizers, judges, grassroots community members, and more.
Reflecting back on 2023, we really have had guests all over, from coast to coast in North America, in Europe, and in New Zealand. And those guests span the entire spectrum, including LGS owners, judges, TOs, players, content creators, and more.
Moving into 2024, we are excited to share that the IP2 podcast will focus on what we think we do best, in-depth interviews with members of the global Fab community, all over the world. Once a month, we will take you around the world to spotlight someone that plays a big part in the community, whether it's local, regional, or global.
I am sad, though, that we won't get weekly Riptide updates from here on out. So, Shay, do you have one more update for the road?
Not too much. I haven't really been playing him all that much lately. I took a more casual stance over the holidays up until now. And so I'm excited to see what Heavy Hitters brings out, and we'll go from there. How about you, Felix? What do you have coming up?
Well, the more time goes on, the more I focus on judge-related things and really the parts of the game that are adjacent to playing the game, if that makes sense. So there's, of course, the new podcast that's going to take some time for both of us to start up. And besides that, I'm really turning my attention to doing whatever I can to help out our local community in a competitive sense. First, with this upcoming RTN season. But after that, for the first time ever, our city has someone competing in the Pro Tour, and not one, but three. So there's no shortage of excitement and things to do for me. But from both of us, thank you so much to all of our amazing listeners and viewers. We really can't wait for this next chapter for the IP2 podcast, and we hope you're excited as we are. We'll see you around.